plus% of invoice price. So that's inflationary in and of itself. Second is, if you get people to show up to work, well, you're competing now artificially. Not when inflation was so low and unemployment was so low, then you were competing like a true market economy, causing wages to rise. Now you're artificially raising wages. So then when we finally stop paying people to go to work, all of a sudden the wages have been artificially created. So what does this do? Now you have true artificial economies and artificial inflation. Never before, I'm not an economist, but please somebody show me where we've had such high unemployment numbers, 10 million unemployment numbers, and then people begging for folks to go to work.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist in the real world. This is an entirely artificial and government-induced crisis.
By the way, 561-8255, we're talking with Congressman Greg Murphy about all the things going on in D.C. If you'd like to ask a question of Dr. Murphy, he has agreed to take your phone calls, 252-561-8255. The whole energy is another piece of the inflation. Joe Biden last week comes out and basically begs the OPEC nations, increase your output. Governor Abbott down in Texas said, why don't you just let us do our job and we'll take care of the energy. Again, you look at what he did to the Keystone Pipeline, what he's done to the energy sector compared to, and just within 7 months, I mean, when Donald Trump was in there, we were not only energy independent, we were outsourcing. I mean, we were shipping to other countries.
We were an exporter of petroleum products. You know, in all fairness, and I try to be truly objective to this, there was a point where Trump was saying for OPEC to increase this, but they were different circumstances, entirely different circumstances. Trump unleashed our economy.
Right.
We needed it. Biden, on the other hand, has handicapped our energy sector completely, making us dependent.
When you looking at the energy, but also looking back at the infrastructure bill, were you surprised that you had 19 Republicans that came out and voted for that?
Let me explain something, Tom. There's a thing called politics, and the balance of this country is on two people, essentially. Manchin from West Virginia and Sinema from Arizona. They have come over to the side of reasonableness. They are getting immense pressure from the left to cave. And I think the Republicans who did side with going with this with the intention of giving them what they wanted so that they would not be pulled left. And let me explain, and I think there's good reason to believe that this would be the case. If they had not gotten this, they would have gone then, okay, fine, we're not going to get this. We're going to go for the $3 trillion. We're going to go then to get rid of the filibuster, and then look out, because H.R. 1 is coming right behind. And if H.R. 1 had come behind, you and I would not know this country again. And so, yes, it looked bad on the outside, but I think a lot of politics in play that they had to take a loss here to prevent a massive loss on the other side. Whether that gamble pays off, we'll have to see. But I think, and honestly, it possibly very well might, because now we're seeing moderate Democrats in the Congress, in the House where I am, say, no, they're not going to go for this infrastructure bill because it's too much.
The 3.5, the second bill?
The one that's coming over from Senate.
The 1.2?
Correct.
Really?
Yes.
So you think
I do think some of the moderate Democrats have now seen the writing on the wall that their progressive left colleagues are tearing this nation apart. It's all politics, and it is all in constant flux at this moment in time. But that's what I'm hearing through the wings and through, the whispers of some of the individuals that I've spoken with.
Do you think part of that is truly, and I'm sure there are some, although I don't know why they'd stay in the Democratic Party, but I'm sure there's some that want to make sure that the nation survives another day, another decade. But as part of that, are they reading the writing on the wall in terms of the 2022 election?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And a lot of those folks are in the Democrats or in the House are in Trump-won districts.
Right.
So they're trying not to go along and be painted as an AOC or a Cori Bush or those other folks that literally have no idea what they're talking about, just pulling stuff out of the air.
We've got to take a time out. 561-8255 if you'd like to talk to Congressman Greg Murphy. Love to hear from you, 561-8255. More with Congressman Murphy when we get back.
break the chain. Eat local. Tiebreakers.
Hey, this is Hank Hinton back here at Full Service Flooring in Winterville. I'm here today with Corey Little, who's the operations manager here at Full Service Flooring. Corey's been here 6 months, but you've been in construction a long time. Tell us about what you do here at Full Service Flooring.
Yeah, I got over here about 6 months ago. I've been in construction for, like I said, a little over 20 years, and I've known Tim for a long time now, and he's brought me over here to see what new kind of things I can bring to the store and to our customers. And I'm in charge of scheduling, and I don't know what else. I'm in charge of everything. It seems like we work together as a team and try to pull it all together. I might do a measure one day and do a commercial floor the next day, but we just kind of all work together and pull it all together at one time.
So what's new in flooring? What is the hot new thing?
The hot new thing is LVP or LVT, depending on what you're looking for, which look you're looking for. It's a waterproof product. It's absolutely fantastic. You can't really beat it.
A lot cheaper than hardwoods?
It is definitely a cost-effective alternative to hardwoods, yes, sir.
So, Corey, how is business right now?
And business is good. Despite the pandemic, we're still seeing a lot of new customers in the store, and we get an opportunity to introduce our products in a lot of different situations right now.
Corey, you've got a lot of experience in the construction industry. How is that helping you here with people, helping people with flooring here at Full Service Flooring?
Sure. I try to take the experiences that I've gained over my time in construction to help apply that to the flooring, whether it be with what the structure is made out of, the subfloor that we're going over top of, or maybe even just how it coordinates with your kitchen cabinets in construction or in your bathroom and how the tub and everything all ties together.
And a customer can just come here and see you anytime?
Absolutely. We're here 6 days a week, and we just love to see a new customer in here anytime. They can always call us and schedule something with us so we can make sure we have our time allotted for them.
Corey, thank you so much. That's Corey Little here at Full Service Flooring. Come see these guys. They're on Tilco Drive in Winterville, 756-9308 and fullserviceflooring.com.
In North Carolina, we get up before the sun rises and stay up into the wee hours of the night. We believe in working hard and playing harder. Behind every meal, there's a farmer, and behind every farmer, there's got to be NC, the official state identity program for North Carolina agricultural products. Look for the Got to Be NC logo wherever you shop or eat, and you'll know you're getting a quality product grown, raised, caught, or made in North Carolina.
Back to news and views. Talk 96.3 and 103.7.
Welcome back in, and do want to have a shout out to our friend and North Carolina Representative Keith Kidwell and his wife Vicki. They had a scary bout with COVID. We're in the hospital. Keith is home, by the way. Vicki is still recovering down in the Beaufort Hospital, but friends of both Congressman Murphy and myself, and we've been praying for you, Keith and Vicki, and glad to hear you're on the mend. Keep up the good work, and look forward to hearing from you and getting you back on the air soon. I'll tell you, let's go to the phone calls. We've had several calls come in. I do want to get to the pandemic and the border and all that other mess. First up, though, from Greenville, we have Jennifer on the line, 561-8255. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing well. You're on with Congressman Murphy.
Yes, I have a quick question about I know Senator Representative Kidwell, along with some other state representatives, had all written letters to a lot of the medical facilities, hospitals, trying to hopefully help them reconsider the mandate, for the vaccines, or a lot of healthcare workers are going to be terminated.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know where we were with that, if there's anything going on with that. I actually work at one of the facilities, and a lot of people are really concerned about their job and the welfare of the patient.
Well, Congressman Murphy can probably address that from a federal level.
Yeah, Jennifer, thanks for calling. And, this is a concern. I will tell you, I expected this to happen. There is legal precedent for hospital workers to be mandated to have the flu vaccine. I've had to, I've been a practicing physician now in this area for 27 years now. And as part of the contingency of my privileges to be at the hospital, I had to be vaccinated. So I knew this was just honestly a matter of time before this came to be. I will tell you, there are allowances for medical and religious objections that I think are being taken seriously by the hospital administration. I will back and say this as a physician. I personally believe that this is a safe and effective vaccine. I would not say otherwise, and I did my research on this. I promise you, I don't recommend things just because I feel emotionally we should do something for the sake of doing something. I've done my research on this. I did this from day one, and I believe that the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are safe and effective. And as a physician, I would recommend that people get them.
Does that
okay,
help?
even though they've had over 500,000 reports on the CDC website of injuries or death from the vaccine?
I believe those numbers are, to be very honest with you, I believe they're inaccurate. I don't believe, really, to be honest with you, much that comes out of our CDC. I have yet to see anybody or personally from report of anybody that's died from the vaccine itself. So I'm not saying that people don't have a choice here. I do believe they have a choice, but I'm a physician, and I recommend that people get vaccinated.
You were saying off the air, but in our break, that you don't think there will be a federal mandate.
I know Biden would like it to be, and I'd like him to. I'm sure he and Cooper are doing everything possible to try to mandate things like that. You know, the sad thing is, if you look at the biology, if you will, the virology of this is not going away. I wish I could say that I had hopes that it would, but it's not going away. And this thing has mutated already tremendously in the short time it's been here. And as I said, that's one, in my opinion, we think this is engineered. That said,
have we ever had anything like this in our history that you know of?
You know, the last big pandemic was in 1918 when the flu hit there, and we had 20 million die here in the United States.
But I mean, in terms of a manufactured.
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. And you know, the crazy thing here is compared to smallpox. Smallpox, is my understanding, did not ever have any animal vectors. Now they found this coronavirus in deer, so it's not going away. We can't vaccinate all the deer in the world. So I personally think it's just a matter of time if people are not vaccinated till they get it. Obviously, some people who have been vaccinated, whose immune systems are not still cranked up enough to fight this virus, have been in the hospital sick with this, and some have actually died. But we're just trying to really do the best that we can to protect as many people as possible.
And you're also saying that in terms of natural immunity, you feel like the jury is still out.
I do, because the reports on that are taking, I said this months and months and months ago, take your vitamin D, take your zinc, because if you looked at the people in the hospitalization, 70% of the hospitalized people were low vitamin D. So it's one of those things that helps your immune system. Now, I'm not saying go out and start gobbling in 10,000 vitamins. That's not what I'm saying. But there are things that we can do that help our own immune system to fight this.
Yeah, I will say my wife and I both had COVID. We had it last Thanksgiving, and we, because of my wife, not me, but she has us both on a vitamin routine.
Yeah.
And fortunately for us, thank you, Lord, that it was very, very mild for us.
Good, and that's that's the most case, and some people will start screaming something for 99.8% effective. But the sad thing is, a great number of individuals who get this over age 65 are going to have long-term consequences, lung consequences, heart consequences, kidney, liver. So, yeah, you may have lived through it, but your life is going to be exceedingly difficult afterwards.
Thank you, Jennifer. 561-8255. Let's go to Dave in Tarboro. Hey, Dave.
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you, Congressman, for being on today.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk about the border. We've got all these people coming across the border, and we've got this horrible workers, employee shortages. And kind of just to bring it home, I operate a large farm, and we use H-2A labor, which is legal and to the max, but it's not cheap.
Yeah.
We don't bring people in from Mexico because it's cheap labor. It's good labor. We would love to work the local people. Now, that said, there are acres and acres and acres of solar farms going in eastern North Carolina, as you know, and I'm asking what they're doing for labor, and they are using foreign labor, paying $25 an hour in the form of 1099s. So I don't know how they get away with that. I know if I did that in the business I'm in, I would be in big trouble. And I'm just curious, you know anything about this?
Dave, I do not. I'm happy to look into that. As you know, the farming industry really got hit hard with so many requirements for you having to pay so much, pay certain wages, that really squeezed you guys tremendously. I don't know that there's anything that's been different for the solar industry. You know, so many benefits were given to the solar industry in North Carolina. You know, we're the number 2 solar producing state in the country as far as the number of farms, is my recollection. I'd have to look into that, Dave, to be totally on spot with it.
That I mean, down the road from me, there's another business that they build little garden sheds, and that just popped up overnight. I went in there to see, you know, what it was all about. Not one person in there spoke Spanish, but we did lose a worker there for, you know, $24 an hour. And
Wow.
I just feel they're getting a 1099. They throw it away and come back to somebody else the next week, and I think that's destroying what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, the whole immigration policy put forth by this president has been nothing short of disastrous on many different fronts: human trafficking, drug trafficking, and then who knows where these folks are going to, and we don't know what their COVID status is.
My suspicion is, and I don't have any proof of this, but my suspicion is that the drug cartel is running labor in this country, and I don't think those workers are getting $25 an hour, but somebody is.
Well, Dave, no person crosses the southern border without the expressed permission of the drug cartels. I've been to the border. That is what the border agents say. They have it fine-tuned. You know, there was one stretch of the border which had, I believe it was 24 miles. They normally had 30 agents patrolling that border. They had three because the agents had been reassigned to processing of immigrants. And so the drug cartels just push the folks who've paid or either sold themselves into indentured servitude on one side of the border where they're going to possibly get caught, and then push the drugs to the other side. You know, last month there was a seizure of over 1,000 pounds of fentanyl in one location. Now, again, drug cartels are not going to have their product all caught because there wouldn't be a profit in it. So you figure how much gets caught, but then how much really gets in. That one seizure alone could have killed 240 million people in this country.
Over the weekend, there was 2 tons of fentanyl that was caught.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's enough to kill this continent, if not more.
As horrible as that is, I guess the other thing is the drug cartel is understanding that human trafficking is worth more than even drugs. And when we have the federal government paying people to stay home, like you mentioned before, it creates a huge void for workers. And if they are here basically being the state and federally sponsored labor unions bringing in huge wages, I think
it's a disruption of our entire economy, Dave.
Yeah.
I
Hey, Dave, we're up against the break.
Labor
Thank you, sir, for the call. And if you're on hold, we'll get to you as quick as we can. We'll be right back.
Got a trade? Now's the time at Greenville Toyota. Never in history has your trade been worth more. Get paid today. Then get a new Toyota hot off the delivery truck. Hurry before they're gone. Like Camrys, $189 a month. Rush to Greenville Toyota.
Anything could happen ever since I met you.
Introducing Pepsi Mango.
Air Service is back at Pitt Greenville Airport, offering safe, clean facilities and flights from American Airlines. That means the short commute, quicker lines, and better prices that get you where you're going fast and easy. See it for yourself. There's great things inside at Pitt Greenville Airport.
Sawyer's Fun Park in Winterville is now open. With over 40,000 square feet of family fun, daily money-saving deals, and a full-service restaurant, Sawyer's Fun Park is guaranteed to have something the whole family will love. Test your ninja skills on our 2-story obstacle course or head over to one of our 5 rock walls and race your friends to the top. And when you've worked up an appetite in our laser tag arena or our one-of-a-kind ropes course, grab a table over at the restaurant and try our world-famous Southern Monster Fries. Reserve your spot today at SawyersFunPark.com and come join in on the fun.
My name is Dr. Neeti Armistead, Chief Medical Officer for Vidant Health. The following simple steps will help keep you and your community safe. Stay home as much as possible, wear a mask when out in public, avoid large gatherings, practice social distancing, and wash hands often. It's also important not to delay needed care. Vidant has taken important steps to provide you and your family with a safe environment Learn more about COVID-19 and Biden's response. Call 252-847-8000 or visit bidenthealth.com/COVID-19.
Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes, just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
This one's for everyone who spends the amount of time it would take to watch a movie, agreeing on which movie to watch. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Air Service is back at Pitt Greenville Airport, offering safe, clean facilities and flights from American Airlines. That means the short commute, quicker lines, and better prices that get you where you're going fast and easy. See it for yourself. There's great things inside at Pitt Greenville Airport.
Toyota shoppers, now's the time at Greenville Toyota. Shipments of factory fresh Toyotas are arriving daily and being sold almost immediately, like Corollas for $159 a month. Get yours before they're gone. Now's the time. Rush to Greenville Toyota.
This is your Drive at 5 and ENC with Tom Lamprecht. Welcome back to News and Views on Talk 96.3 and 103.7.
Congressman Greg Murphy's in the studio with us. Let's go back to the phones. We have Barbara in Ayden on the line. Hi, Barbara, if you could make it quick.
All right, good evening. Congressman Murphy, my heart has just been breaking over this weekend, seeing the scenes in Afghanistan and knowing about what's going on with the women and children and the good people of Afghanistan. But I have a question. In 2017, President Trump started a task force to investigate the mining rights of Afghanistan. There's approximately $3 trillion in untapped mineral resources there. Has Biden just thrown that agreement away? Trump was going to try to negotiate getting those mining rights in exchange for paying for the military operation,
well, Barbara,
which makes total sense.
Yeah. I can't speak specifically for that, but I just do know that Biden has essentially thrown everything away that Trump did, but now is just trying to blame him for what's occurred. So
Which
I
he
can't
did again today.
Yeah,
this
he
afternoon.
did. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
And so, Barbara, I cannot speak specifically to that. I've read some reports about that. I don't want to give you the wrong information, but it doesn't matter now because they're no longer in control of anything in the mines. It's all the Taliban. So
right, the Taliban is sitting on $3 trillion worth of minerals that's going to be going to the highest bidder of our enemy.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you,
Totally
Barbara.
absurd.
561-8255. Real quick, let's go to John in Greenville. Hey, John.
Hi, Tom. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Good. Hi, Congressman Murphy. This is John from St. Peter's. My kids went to school with your kids, so I'm sure you know who I am.
Oh, hey, John.
How you doing? Hey, listen, the one thing I wanted to get to ask you first, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I would love to meet with you or your office so I could sit down with you and go over a lot of things that I would like to help you with if I can.
Okay.
Because I'm very fervently
I appreciate
opposed to
that.
this whole stuff that's going on, and you know that.
Yeah, just give me a
And the
call
other
at the
thing-
office and we'll schedule an appointment.
Hey, John,
Great.
thanks for the call. I don't mean to cut you short, but we're out of time. It has been a quick hour. You know, if there's any silver lining to all this, the American people, just like John wants to come and volunteer and help.
Yeah.
Do you see the American people waking up?
I do, and that's the, again, silver lining with this. But what I see waking up, and elections statewide, elections nationally are one in the middle. They're the people who are now having voter regret, and they're the people that didn't like the guy with the orange hair that tweeted mean tweets. But now they're going, what did I do?
What did I
do? And what did I do to this country? Yeah. And so, you know, I just pray that we don't go past a point of no return.
Keep praying, keep working. We'll be following you in D.C. Look forward to talking to you on the phone, and keep up the good work.
Great.
Thank you,
Tom.
Congressman Murphy. We'll do it again tomorrow at 5. See you then. Bye-bye, everybody.
All right. In North Carolina, we get up before the sun rises and stay up into the wee hours of the night. We believe in working hard and playing harder. Behind every meal, there's a farmer, and behind every farmer, there's got to be NC, the official state identity program for North Carolina agricultural products. Look for the Got to Be NC logo wherever you shop or eat, and you'll know you're getting a quality product grown, raised, caught, or made in North Carolina.
We're all on location at Fabric and Home Furnishings, and I'm back with my friend Lisa Pendry. And Lisa's been telling me about all the great renovations that have been going on here in the store, and I've been looking around, and it looks fantastic. Tell us what you've done here.
Well, we've knocked some walls down, we've painted, we've added some new vendors, lots of new exciting things going on. So we're making room for everybody to get what they need to transform their homes.
Looks fantastic in here. Last time we talked, you were saying that you were able to deliver a lot faster than most other furniture stores. Is that still the case?
It is. It's changed a little bit, but we're still looking at around 8 to 10 week delivery, and we do sell our floor samples right off the floor.
All right, we always say that Fabric and Home Furnishings is more than just a fabric store, so tell us what the more is all about. What when people come in, what should they expect?
Well, we love to get to know our customers. I have the best crew I've ever had, and everybody on my team is an interior designer. So we offer in-home design service, which we always have, but now they can each come out to your home after they work with you in here, figure out what's going on in your residence or your commercial property to pull it together and help you make everything beautiful.
You got great folks here.
I do.
I can tell you, I haven't gotten to know them. It's like a family when you come in here, and everybody gets along well, and you can tell that these guys and gals really know what they're talking about when it comes to interior design.
They do, and that's really what makes us different. We offer complete in-home design service. We don't charge a by-the-hour fee. It's a flat one-time fee. We work with you in here, in your home, in your business, and help pull everything together.
All right, it's more than just a fabric store. Fabric and Home Furnishings in Arlington Village. Come see this lady. She's fantastic. Fabric and Home Furnishings. Come see the renovations here in Arlington Village. And thank you for the visit today.
Thank you, Henry.
All right, you got to come see what they've done in the store here on Arlington Boulevard in Arlington Village.
Anything could happen ever since I met you.
Introducing Pepsi Mango.